In today's equity index futures markets, let's take a look at the Nasdaq futures today. As the Nasdaq futures are realizing some further pressure here as we close out the week, we're seeing the Nasdaq futures now down for a fourth consecutive session this week. And with today's price action, we're seeing them down just under 0.5% currently, right around the 13,575 level. And I think when you look at why we're experiencing some of the selling pressure here once again today, it has to do, I believe, with the interest rate environment. I think that's a big part of it. We're seeing a rotation trade as well. We're seeing, again, some of the small caps having a nice, strong day today. We're seeing the Dow futures actually slightly higher on the session. So we're seeing some industrial names and other sectors benefiting from this rotation. But we're seeing the multinationals, particularly the big tech names, having a little bit of a struggle here recently, and I think it has to do with the interest rate environment, particularly the 10-year now pushing up to 135 basis points, which is the highest level in a year. So again, I think some market observers and market participants are keeping a watch on yields and their effect and what the possible effects might be. And I think there's a question now as what that impact could be on some of these large multinational tech names. Also, I want to point out that when you look at the price action today amongst the various equity index futures markets, as I mentioned, the Russell had a very strong day today. We saw the Russell futures up better than 2% for the day. So quite a dispersion there between the Nasdaq and the Russell today. And also the S&P futures were down slightly and the Dow basically unched up very slightly. But it was the Russell futures that closed out the week on a very strong note, as we did see the Nasdaq futures now down for a fourth consecutive session and closing down just under 0.5% on the day.